I'm going to walk through the syllabus for our class. So if you go to our homepage, get started on Blackboard, here is the syllabus. Let's open this up and follow along. All right, this is English 1200, Introduction to Literature. Whenever I teach a literature class or a poetry class, I always thematize the course and curate the list of readings that speak to, with, and against some of the class themes. The class themes that I want to look at in this course are the idea of class. I'm thinking of the various classes of people, the notions and idea of work, and that famous catchphrase or the trope, the American dream. So the themes we're going to investigate are class, work, and the American dream. There's my name, Charles Kell. You can just call me Charles. My email address if you need to contact me. We have a couple quotes here from the first two short stories we're going to read. I'd walk on bones for my sister, I vowed. I would put my bare feet on rotting flesh. I would save Sordy. That's from Maylie Chay's Saving Sordy, a wonderful short story. And our second short story we're going to read is from a favorite writer of mine, James Baldwin. I was scared for Sonny. He became real to me again. We're going to contextualize these as we move along. This class is distance learning, which means we will not be meeting. I'll be posting videos that walk the class through the lessons and assignments. It is your responsibility to watch the videos and take notes. Even though we're not meeting, the course syllabus will structure the class based on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think this will help us guide and structure the class and gives us some dates there that you can follow along where you will be completing the readings and assignments. Everything will be located on our Blackboard site. It's your job to keep up with the readings and what's going on. You need to be proficient and comfortable navigating Blackboard. If at any time during the semester you feel lost or if you want to work on and cover additional topics, it is your job to let me know. The entire class and readings will be available on weekly sessions on our Blackboard page. I'm going to go over this in a moment. The course description. This course examines a variety of literary genres, fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and drama, as expressions of the human desire to communicate philosophy, experience, and attitudes. Examples found in diverse literary cultures from ancient times to the present are the basis for reading, analyzing, and evaluating these forms of verbal expression. This is CCRI's course description. My main topics of study and research are mostly contemporary literature, so we'll be focusing mostly on contemporary fiction and poetry. And here are my description of the course. The themes of this course swirl around the various ideas of class, work, and the American dream. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, one definition of class is, quote, a set in society based on social or economic status, a system that divides members of a society based on social or economic status, end quote. One definition of work is, quote, an activity involving mental or physical effort done in order to achieve a result, end quote. The American dream, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, is, quote, the ideal of equality of opportunity associated with the United States. These are the dictionary definitions. We're going to be complicating, fighting with, pushing back, agreeing with, messing around with, playing with all these terms, as well as various literary terms and devices throughout this course. And I mentioned that here. Here are the learning outcomes that hopefully you will all be able to accomplish in this course. Display a working knowledge of the genres of fiction, poetry, and drama by writers from various cultures and historical eras. Identify and describe distinct characteristics of literary texts. Analyze literary works for their structure and meaning. Write analytically about literature using MLA guidelines. Effectively communicate ideas related to the literary works during class and group activities. These are the things we'll be practicing. No books for the class. I will provide all of the readings through Blackboard. Here are some policies. Some of these apply, some of these don't. Some of these are for in-person classes like this, these couple down here. The papers that you'll do, we have two formal papers. They'll be in MLA format. I'll go over that when we get on to the assignments. Please turn your work in on time. Please turn in stuff on time. Be respectful. Here is the grading policy. Here's what you're concerned with. I always base my course on 1,000 points. It's really easy to gauge your grade then. For example, if you end up with 940 points, you have a 94%. A big component, when I teach classes, what I really dislike, I dislike busy work. I don't like busy work. And I'm going to argue that this class doesn't have any busy work. Here's what we have. We're going to have an online reading forum discussion board. We call them discussion boards, forums, same term. Those are worth 500 points. There's going to be one a week. So that is half the class there. So you need to complete those. And there's a video that walks through those as well. We have two papers, paper 1 and paper 2. And then this fourth component, I'm counting attendance as long as you turn your work in on time, you'll get those 100 points. That's the breakdown of the class. The grades will be available on your papers with detailed comments through Microsoft Word track changes on Blackboard and posted in the gradebook on Blackboard. And I want everyone to do really well in this course. So if you don't get a grade you like on a paper, for example, you can revise and resubmit for a higher grade. I want you all to do well. I don't plagiarize, don't have the robots write your papers, etc., etc. All the readings will be posted on Blackboard. So you see our course schedule here. Week 1, Henri Cole's Oil and Steel, reading imaginative literature, themes from our class. And we have Maylie Chase, Saving Sorority. And if you go to our Blackboard page, weekly sessions, you see week 1. There's the poem. There's reading imaginative literature. Here's the short story, Maylie Chase, Saving Sorority. Right. So what I did is every text is in here, and here's a video. I'm going to post videos of where I close read the story as well, so you can see each date corresponds. Week 2, James Baldwin's Sonny's Blues. So if you go to week 2. There's Baldwin Sonny's Blues with me reading that short story, and so forth. And you see I have the forums due, the paper handouts, and the papers due. You just follow along with the syllabus here, and you follow along with the weekly sessions. And our class is mapped out for the 6 weeks. So that is the syllabus. These are the short stories we're going to read. They're all available up there. We're going to do our section on poetry, and then we're going to wrap up with a play. So that is the summer class. That is the syllabus. If you have any questions at all, I'm going to be posting additional videos throughout the course that walk through everything, the assignments. Please watch the video on the discussion boards. If you have any questions at all, please email me. Good luck with the semester.